What is up? What is up, everybody? It's Mark the Mike, and this is the Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark the Mike, Andrew Bala, tag partner Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And we got tons of wrestling to cover. We have the weekend wrestling, we have TNA Genesis, that was yesterday. I have some GCW. I didn't watch the whole thing, I just watched the selected matches. And I saw PCO like destroy the digital media title, so there's some issues with that. I don't know. And then yeah. So we're gonna go first to the wrestling retrospect, and we went with Dr. Wagner Jr. And now there's a lot of rumors that he might be signing to WWE. Interesting,
The timing.
right? The timing is.
All thing.
We're gonna take all credit for it.
Yes, sir.
Take all the credit. All right. So my first match of Dr. Wagner Jr. is a match from Lucha Underground, and it is Dr. Wagner Jr. with the famous B and the beautiful Brenda versus Son of Havoc. This was part of Ultima Lucha Dos, and they fought for a contract, and that contract gave them a title shot to anyone they wanted. And so yeah, this was a very solid, very high flying match. If you don't know who Son of Havoc is, he goes by Matt Cross in the Indies as well. He also was part of Tough Enough at one point. Um, he used to team up with Angelico and Ivelisse in Lucha Underground. They were trio champions there. So Dr. Wagner Jr. They both have a good bout. Very back and forth. He's very more base wrestler than you think of a luchador. Like you think a bit more high flying. He's pretty heavy dude, so he kind of stays based and does a lot of submissions. Try to rake your face and tries to beat you down, and that's pretty much what I got off of him. Very solid match. Um, Famous B helps Son of Havoc lose this match, and Dr. Wagner actually takes the title, takes the contract. I forgot what happened after that.
I. The other thing is, I don't think it's the same guy.
Yeah.
There's the guy that's the young one is El Hijo.
Oh, that's El Hijo.
Del Dr. Wagner Jr.
Oh,
is the new guy. That's the
okay.
one that's coming. The one
Okay.
we're looking at is the one, the junior. He's the one before him. So there's three. There's like three or
Okay.
four of them.
All right.
Yeah. I know.
But
But
this was
we looking at
Doctor.
the right
That
one.
one is Doctor Wagner Jr.
Yeah, junior. The one we're doing the retrospect is the right one, but the
Yeah.
one coming to WWE is the younger one. Okay.
Okay. So there you go.
Just like Santos.
Okay.
El Hijo del Fantasma, like the son of.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
There you go.
Uh the one I have is this guy's got, so he's evil.
Yeah.
In majority of these matches. Um Dr. Wagner Jr. So this one is Dr. Wagner Jr. and Silver King versus El Danny and Lismar. If you've seen any WCW luchadors, these guys should be very familiar. But the story stuff, I don't understand. Obviously, it's all in Spanish.
Yeah.
But you kind of get the gist of there's something crooked going on with the Dr. Wagner's, because when the match starts, it's three of them wearing the same mask.
Okay.
It's the father, the son, and Silver King all wearing the same mask. But the two guys, Wagner Jr. and Silver King, are literally wearing the exact same gear. So I think the story is the president of the company is down there pissed off because he can't tell which guy is which when they have the mask on.
Yeah.
So he makes Silver King take the mask off because he doesn't wear. Because granted, we know Silver King never wore a mask.
Yeah.
That's his thing. So he probably wore a mask to confuse. Obviously it's a storyline
Yeah.
related thing. So it's really funny. The one thing I will tell you from watching these matches with him is either how shady he is or how shady the crew he runs with is.
Yeah.
So this is not the first time you see some shady stuff. The match happens and it's a solid match, but some of the key things to take away is that Dr. Wagner Sr. is on the apron when the match starts, and I think it's Silver King whips one of the guys to the corner, And the first thing you see in front of the ref, Wagner Sr. punches the opponent in the head, and
Yeah,
he leaves the ring. He's not in the match.
yeah,
And he punches the guy, and the ref is just like, "Hey, hey, hey, get out of here!" So it's shenanigans going on. It's kind of funny. At the end of the day, who are you to doubt El Dandy? Um, but the the brothers, Silver King and Wagner, win the match with a double powerbomb, and that's it.
nice.
And they get the hell out of there.
So, I got a mask versus mask match, and this is Atlantis versus Dr. Wagner Jr. When I first started watching this match, I thought I was watching something completely different and did not look right. Because he was in a
Hmm.
doctor's office and some random nurse came and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then that's
Uh-huh.
and then it led to the match. Um, he didn't even let Atlantis like what go in the ring. He went and kicked the shit out of him and was beating his ass right before he got to the ring. Um, their masks both were like half ripped throughout the whole match. Atlantis was clearly the babyface here because Wagner was trying to find any way in every corner to cut to get him down. And this also led to there was interference by another wrestler. I do not. It might have been Silver King, but I don't recognize him. But he was also wearing a mask that kind of distracted and made Atlantis lose, and then he got his whole mask ripped off his face. So Dr. Wagner wins,
Gotcha.
and yeah, he
Yeah.
had like a cheesy porno kind of start, and then it was weird because the way it was filmed and shit. It was like, okay, that looks like something else. I'll send it to you, and then
His
you.
stories are funny. This like I just noticed that all throughout, I guess, the Mexican and like the federations, when they do their stories, they are wild. That's
Yeah,
all I gotta say.
yeah, it was funny though.
So this the second one I picked is, let's see if this is the right one. Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Blue Demon Jr.
Yeah,
La Ca La Hera in Tepic is what the event is called, and it's Triple A Worldwide is what it's called, the promotion.
yeah,
This one is, it says 5 years ago.
nice.
It looks recent. It's got 2 million plus views on it, so it's a lot of people seen it. It's on Triple A's channel too, so I guess it's a recap of, I guess, a pay-per-view. March 20th, 2019. So this one again, I kind of don't know who the good guy, the bad guy is. I can only tell you from what I see and the level of violence against him
Yeah,
is, I think, is Wagner Jr. with no mask,
okay.
and obviously Blue Demon Jr. We know the mask, like one of the most popular like wrestler masks. Um, but he's got his mask on. But the match just starts and it's just chaos. What is going on? Wagner Jr.'s got a bandage on his head and he looks very upset. Blue Demon Jr. is pacing around out the ring, taunting him. But there's like a lady out there, I don't know her name, and as soon as the match starts, they jump him. And Blue Demon Jr. just has a chair and is wailing on him. He is opened up in the first 2 minutes. The lady's out there whooping his ass. She has a chair. They're just wailing on, like, dude doesn't get offense for maybe, it's rough. He gets beat down. It's like for maybe 5, 6 minutes. Then he does one thing and he's already got a crimson mask.
Yeah,
And then like halfway, he tries to tear Blue Demon's mask off. The lady stops him, and then that's like Blue Demon's cue to get back up, and they start just tearing him up, tearing him.
nice.
And then so the lady's like the little, I don't know, like Sister Chihuahua on the outside, just constantly just nip. Like every time she gets thrown out, she
Yeah.
just comes back in and starts wailing on him. So eventually Taya Valkyrie comes out. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh yeah.
So she comes out to kinda even the odds.
Yeah.
And then another wrestler, luchador, comes like he's running like a bat out of hell, and he beats the crap out of Taya Valkyrie. Yo, she is, you remember when Oscar got beat up by Murder Grandpa It's almost that level of violence. This dude just wails on her, and then some guy comes out with a chair. He's out. Puts the guy and the guy with the chair go through a table. It's it's bananas. I don't even know who. I don't. No, no, no. Blue Demon Jr. actually loses the match. He gets hit with, I guess, I think that's the Doctor Bomb.
Yeah,
Is the It's like Tajiri.
yeah.
What's his move? The driver Michinoku
Okay, Michinoku driver.
is basically that move.
Okay,
Yes, but Dr. Wagner, it looks like he should be dead, but he wins the match with that move. So
nice.
Jesus Christ, that match was chaotic. That's all I
Um,
gotta say.
my last one is a tag match and is Mesa and La Parca versus Dr. Wagner Jr. and Silver King. So Silver King is actually rocking the mask in this match, and they're tagging. During this time, this is 2009, July 12th, 2009. La Parker is probably like the biggest babyface in this company at that one point because I think he was the champion. Um, I'm surprised they're not wearing the same mask and trying to do the little fucked up shit, but this match was very chaotic in ways that they kept fucking up a lot of things in this match as well. And but it ended up being a strong finish and started adding a dude in all black and he was the track he went to attack the Dr. Wagner Silver King. I don't know who it is, but he's wearing all mask and he's doing some kung fu stuff. And then he landed up hitting La Parca and siding with them, which is most likely probably his father or something. But other than that, they win. The tag win. Silver King and Dr. Wagner. And they had like some execution looking guy that came to help them.
His name probably Executioner. I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably. El Executioner.
The last one I have also is it is a mess. As soon as you start the video, it is just two of the guys is out in the crowd fighting. It is Black Tiger and Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Nego Casas and Felino.
Yeah,
Black Tiger and Casas are just in the crowd. Again, like the first 2, 3 minutes in the match, it just starts that way. Um, then they finally get in the ring, and the other two are in the crowd. So I don't know the rules. It's not a regular tag match because then here's where it gets bananas. There's something up with the ref, right? So there's a point in the match. Uh, I want to say this is maybe because it's like a 20-minute match. This is maybe 10 minutes in, right?
yeah,
So what ended up happening is there's a pin and then there's a double pin, and the two tag partners on the same side pin the two opposite guys, right? So you think, okay, that's fine. But then the ref just does the slowest count ever, then gets up mid count, looks at the crowd, gets upset, and like is scratching his head, like, you guys want me to count this? And then he goes back to count it. There's another super slow count. The two guys are they just can't kick out. I don't know what happened. Maybe because of the chaos outside. They count the match. The two guys inside look confused, and then I think they make them fight each other. So I've never seen this before ever. The two guys win the tag match, and then they have to fight each other. I think maybe it's a tournament or something. Don't know. But before they do that, you know how they get rid of this ref? They double crotch him on the post. The same two guys who go on the same side. This doesn't make any sense to me. Where
yeah.
I'm just lost, but I can't look away. And then they take him out on a stretcher. They stretch him out, and he's holding his crotch like Homer Simpson. He's just making a face the entire, like, when I tell you, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And then the new ref comes in. They have the match. They fight each other. I'm assuming the two other guys are pissed off. They leave. So now you have Negro Casas versus Felino 10 minutes into this match versus each other, right? Um, no, I think they continue the tag match because it's BS, I guess. But the first guys, they were upset in the ring. So now they're just going crazy. They're taking the tag guys' masks off. and that's what causes them to leave. So they don't just get rid of them. They take their masks. The guys get pissed off and leave. And then at the end of the match, so the guy does a sunset flip. Let me tell you which one. Dr. Wagner Jr. Uh, he gets sunset flipped on, right? So he's standing. He won't go down. Uh, and you have to see this to believe it. So I'm gonna send you this one. Negro Casas does a clothesline. Does not take Wagner Jr. off his feet, right? Felino's the one on the ground. They're trying to do it. The ref says, "Move. Let me show you how to do it." Runs off the ropes 2 times, clotheslines Dr. Wagner Jr. He falls, he counts the super fast pin, and he gets the fuck out. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching, but I want to see more. The refs are crazy. The refs are evil,
They got tired of
ridiculous. And then Black Tiger just takes us in. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna
this
kill you. So, uh, I guess Negro Casas and Felino win.
there you go. All right.
Yo,
That is our retro retrospect, the wrestling retrospect. We will have a new person at the end of the show. Let's kick off this week in wrestling. We got Monday Night Raw kicking off. We have CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre. That was actually really good and very
yeah.
exciting. And we're gonna get Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre tonight on Raw.
One of these men is not gonna leave the ring alive.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Put him in a cage. That's what I say. Put all of them in a cage.
And then we
Who
have
else
our
got problems? Put KO in there too. Put them all
right.
in a cage.
Put them all in the cage. I like the promos. I thought everything was strong. So it was great stuff.
Hmm.
We got Chad Gable open challenge and the debut of Penta. I
That's his full name. Penta. No fear.
I think they just using Penta and then his logo, his thing to be Cero Miedo.
Hmm.
Um, I loved it. I like the presentation. He looks like a star. That crowd was right behind him. I think it was smart doing it in San Jose. Um, because that crowd 100% knew where he was there and 100% knew that he's coming out, and they fucking gave him a huge pop. Um, I love the match. I thought the match was very solid. He did had a little hiccup, which I guess he has to learn that in WWE they use ropes and not like the metal cables that make it springy. So that's a fast thing he has to learn. Beyond that, fantastic match, and I couldn't say someone more perfect than Gable to help him get into that establish of WWE style, and he sold something you never really see him do in AEW. So it was great. I was very happy to see him. I'm very happy that he's in WWE, and I'm excited to see what they do with him.
Yeah. Good. Good to see him. He looks cool. I just think he's a badass already. I'm just glad he's wrestling again.
Me
Now
too.
let's get the rest of them wrestling. These
Yeah,
guys sitting on the bench for whatever reason,
yeah,
they want to wrestle. And the one thing I say that was the highlight, the match was good. Yes, the highlight I think was more how happy he seemed.
yeah. And
He seemed like a child, like just happy to be wrestling. So I'm like, yeah, this is. It was more to me a feel good moment of the guy doing what he wants to do.
yeah,
Like, thankfully. So there you go. So glad to see the guy doing what he wants to do, and that is wrestle.
and
So
I actually liked the ending, and they gave him the mic to be able to speak and shit like that. And again, he kind of went through both languages, English and Spanish, and he sounded great. And he made you want to invest in him. Like they made you care for his character. So I'm excited to see where they go with it. We got Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser.
one of these men has to die. They have to. There has to be. It's getting to the point with, for me anyway, that these guys. It's still that man. Where's everybody else?
Yeah,
Like, because I don't know. Again, these guys have fought. Maybe I don't. There has to be a counter on how many times they fought in the past. year. It's a lot. Them and Breaker, it's a lot. I'm just saying. Good matches, but it's a lot.
Yeah, but we got Sheamus winning the match, and he's gonna go on to fight Braun Breaker for the IC title
Like I said,
in main
it's a
event.
lot.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good match, but it's a lot. We gotta, my opinion, please put this rivalry to bed. Breaker needs to move on to some other people.
we see cracks in the Judgment Day, and a bit backstage stuff.
I mean,
Uh,
well, this isn't this the fallout? Because Dom Dom's a dirty piece of crap.
Probably he tried. He's probably still hurt. He tasted it. We got Gunther's promo, and Jay comes out and challenging Gunther for the world title at Saturday Night Main Event.
Who is the number one contender? Contender before Jay? Is there anybody?
There was nobody
Okay, all right.
because he beat the last person that was contending for the title, so it goes right back into whoever challenges him, and he seems like he wants to challenge. I guess.
I respect it.
Yeah.
They could run it back. It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I feel the timing is now, but we'll see. It's sure to be a good match unless uh the Bloodline has something to say about it, which is what I
Yeah.
feel.
We
Let me
got
finish, Jay.
yeah. We have women's Intercontinental Championship finals with Lyra Valkyrie and Dakota Kai. They put everything in that match.
That was for me just about match of the show. It was great. Good to see him. Kind of sad Dakota didn't win, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I was happy either way, but I was hoping Kai would actually get her first title. Well, her first singles cut title.
Hmm.
Sami Zayn versus The Miz. I like the match a lot. I like the fact that Sami finished it with the Blue Thunder Bomb.
True, but he did kick him in the face before that, so it
I
makes
would like
sense.
that to be the setup. I would like the Blue Thunder Bomb to be his finisher.
Yeah, I don't mind what he does.
Yeah, I like it.
I
I
like him
just
to do,
like the
I like him to
bomb.
do the brain buster, but they won't let him. They won't let him kill anybody. It's okay.
Then we have Rhea Ripley. She had a promo, and Nia Jax came out, and then Bailey came for the save. So
Well, I guess they have some stuff to discuss because now talking about the trade window.
yeah,
I'm assuming now she's a Raw superstar because it's past the first show.
yeah. I think
Like, how
it's
long is
the
that
end of the
window going to
month.
be open?
The end of the month.
All right, all right,
It's right
all
before
right.
Royal Rumble.
Very convenient. Very convenient. That's all I'm
They
saying. They
stated
know what they're
the end
doing.
of they stated the end of January.
They know what they're doing. So let them cook.
Yeah,
But it seems like she's gonna be a Raw superstar.
and
She's
they
out there
want
making
Bailey had
bold
it.
claims.
Yeah, they made sure Bailey was there because of the hometown.
Hmm.
Uh, and then our main event, which was a fantastic main event, it was the Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, and hopefully this ends it for.
No, you
It,
saw you saw Finn's head peeking up off that stretcher. It's not over. He didn't kill him, so that was hilarious, dude.
yeah, the only way I
He's
accept it if
over.
he comes back as the demon because he died.
I mean, he dead. He's still there.
He's
He's
still
still
there.
crawling.
Yeah. Monday Night Raw, where you give it?
Well, I give it an A. I
I
give
go
it a
A as
solid
well.
A.
Solid A. I think it was
I
better
wanna.
balanced.
There's a lot of little things I see them starting up. I wonder where if this is gonna be a long term thing with Damian Priest and the tag champs. Like if they're gonna have a crew
Yeah.
because they have the similar vibes. The biker guys. I don't know if Damian Priest is a secret Viking, but we'll see.
Hey. All right. I go A as well. We go to NXT and we kick off with Obafemi opening segment.
And next time he just smack the Rock in the face. Just saying.
Yep. He took his time. Um. Then you had Eddie Trope come out. Tony D'Angelo came out, and then Roddy Challen also coming out. So there's a lot of drama in that title division.
Well, Bridget has some stuff to do with Tony D. So
Yeah,
there's like circles and everybody's connected, which I think is actually pretty good.
yeah,
I think they see this. The thing is, right, and I'm not trying to like be too down on it, but the problem I have with like the main, at least with Raw, with the circling of the people, is
yeah,
like at least NXT's with a limited roster is giving you a better cycle of rivalries and opponents because Tony D is Over's rival, right? But then they have to go to the North American title. They got that. But then you got Rich Holland, who he was going for the regular championship with against Trick, but then that you see what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's constantly cycling,
yeah.
and the other titles are getting involved. So you got the North American, you got the heavyweight, and then you got all these guys going in. And I'm like, damn, this is good. This is good.
I also give credit for Tony D coming out is that he was the last person to actually pin Obafemi.
Yes, this is true.
So
This is true.
I like, hey, you got a title and I beat you already. I want your other title.
And he tried to downplay the North American title
Yeah,
in the locker
then
room before, so that's true.
yeah. So Obafemi deserves a little bit of an ass kick, you know. I'm not
Hmm.
gonna be the one to do it, but
This is true.
talking down on shit.
But then we got Ridge out here lurking, so everybody's got to be careful.
Yep, yep. Shansi versus Stephanie Valkyrie. Great match.
That was solid. That was very good. Chelsea did not almost kill herself again. I'm happy. And it was a surprise win, but it was done in a good way. And it was for the number one contendership for the North American Women's title.
Yep.
Hmm.
So
So
Shansi
now we have Shotzi. Yep.
going for the title. Ethan Page versus Dante Chen. They also had a backstage segment with him. Um, Page wins and tried to take his leg off.
I like it. Everybody who's messing with Ethan Page, man, you gotta, you better get your insurance up.
Yep,
That man ain't playing.
yep. Metaphor versus Owen Unholy Union. Very strong tag match.
That was a
Metaphor
good
wins.
tag match. Credit to all four of those girls. That was a good tag match.
Very fun. Kalani Jordan versus Cora Jade. Cora Jade wins.
This was solid. This one was it was a singles, but it was a story match. Obviously, because remember last week was the what was it 4-way,
Yeah,
and these two were the ones beefing. So
makes
there
sense.
we go.
Also, shout outs to Masha Slamovich being in the crowd for during this match. Also, news beyond this is that NXT WWE and TNA signed a multi-year partnership with TNA.
So the portal to Outworld remains open.
Yep, yep. And we'll talk about the pay per view because we actually had some surprises there. Um, Fexium, which I give fucking TNA credit. They wrote that they had their tag name.
Oh, like on the
Yeah, yeah,
screen or
their
something?
title was their tag name. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Cause even
Oh, okay.
WWE hasn't. They say Axiom and Frazier.
No, and then didn't Vic somebody gave him I think Vic gave him like grief for it. I think
Yeah,
he gave Booker grief. Somebody said, "Why don't you use the tag name?"
yeah,
I forgot who it was that said it, but they made fun of it.
yeah. So TNA actually used the tag name. Shout out to them.
Hmm.
You got Nathan Frazier and Axiom Fraxium. They fought OTM. Okay, it was a solid match. Axiom and Frazier. They make every tag team look good. Even ones that are really green, they still make them look good. So,
That's their job. Yeah,
still tag champs. Fraxium and
crazy stuff.
DIY.
That Frazier got some hops. Dude. He flew,
Yeah,
took that man out on that table. Just saying.
and DIY was also watching the match. They had a backstage segment with it too.
We'll see. They out there lurking.
Yep,
They
yep.
up to no good.
And then the end of the night, we had Roxanne Perez come out, had like a little state in promo, and another overtime Bailey comes out, and they get into a fight.
She's upset
She was in
because
all
she
three
talking that
shows.
mess. talking that mess. I mean, I, I appreciate Roxanne for walking the line because she said some nice things about people, but she was clearly still being a jerk.
Yeah,
It's just like, all right, I see. They want to cheer for you, but they know you're still evil. And every time Bailey gives you a compliment, you just say you suck. It make her mad, and then she jumps you at the end.
yeah,
So it is what it is. We'll see. I mean, obviously, this is the feud people want. When it's just win.
yep, yep.
When they gonna fight?
There we go. It looks like Saturday night main event might be their match.
Oh,
Yes. Um, but yeah, I liked it. NXT we give it.
I'll give it a. It was a good show.
Give
Very
it
good
A
show.
as give it A as well. A lot of exciting stuff. We go to AEW Dynamite Maximum Carnage.
Uh-oh, where's Venom at?
Well, he lost his suit because Brian Cage versus Omega. There you go.
What was it? Two Eddie Brocks fighting each other? What's going on?
Yeah. Omega versus Brian Cage and Lance Archer on the side. Omega wins. You know Cage was not gonna win this
Solid,
match.
yes, solid match. It's just we still here. We still in a predictable
Yeah.
zone.
We knew he was not winning this match.
No, we didn't.
And you
No,
gave
we
him a
didn't.
big ass tag team partner. He still ain't winning matches.
He still ain't. No.
Swerve Strickland uh, runs Ricochet out the arena. I was a little disappointed with this.
Tell me why. Let me know.
So my big issue with it is it happened 2 weeks ago with the whole scissor thing. They didn't do nothing the following week with it. He lost the match that following week. Then you went back and to play it now, and I was like, you should have did that last week and not have him in that fucking match.
Gotcha.
Like it pretty much takes his momentum away if after doing that whole fucking thing, or even use the gimmick. And he did not even use the gimmick or try to use the gimmick. So like you're adding the scissors in, that's his gimmick. So you have to fucking have it. I didn't like the fact that Swerve and him already got into a scuffle. Like Ricochet should have held on to this for a while. Or
Yeah, I don't.
attacked other people, but they downplayed it so bad that like I don't care anymore. Like I was like, all right, I see where you're going with it. Let me see where this goes, and yeah, fucked it up.
Yeah, they put it on hold for. I just realized like they killed the momentum of the what they were trying to start by having the cold ass week
Yeah,
instead of having something happen in between. My thing is it always looks like lopsided is
yeah,
what it is, but not in the way that creates drama or suspense.
yeah,
And that's kind of the problem I have with it so far is like you let it cool off. So now the meal's cold, then you
yeah.
come back to it, and it's just like, well, here comes the Invincible Swerve, and it's like,
You
what are you playing on?
you wanna
Uh, are we are we gonna have some type of thing where we think that Ricochet is a credible threat, or was that just oh he got lucky because he caught him? Like I need to understand how they're gonna play this because the last thing you showed me is you ran him off into the street.
yeah,
But like I said, I give him credit because I kind of like the he looks like a cow. He looks like a sniveling the way he he comes off as a not a main villain, but he comes off as like a side villain slash henchman that is he gets you with the evil, the look, the stupid laugh, and he'll sneak you and whatever. So there's a characteristic now he has before because he was just before just good guy,
yeah,
vanilla. So now he's got something to him. So that's where I give the credit to. All right, you managed to give him a character before. That was the trouble with Ricochet. Couldn't give him a character that stick. Now he just looks like a sniveling jerk.
yeah.
Where you gonna go with it?
But
It's not looking good.
even the match that he was in, like at least you could have had like one of them interfere that and still create the drama there. But you just
Well,
let
what
him.
match did he have
He was in
after
that
the
gauntlet
thing? Because
match.
he no, no, I'm just talking about this past week. He wasn't in a match
He
this
was
week.
in a match. He did the swerve.
So that's what I'm saying.
The week
Yeah,
before
yeah.
that, he
No, I
was
get
in the
it. They
gauntlet
cooled it
match.
off.
Yeah.
They had to go. Yeah, yeah.
And it reminds me of when they did. This is going back to 2020 wrestling. It reminded me of fucking this group fucking when they announced Ali was the leader, and then he was supposed to explain it, and then it took a whole month for him to explain it when it was hot right then when he revealed. If you would have had him say something about the next week, you would have had that team growing. But they fucked that whole thing up, and this is what I feel with the Ricochet thing. Like you had him have a gimmick, use it, and you did not play it. Look what biggest example, Ethan Page right now.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
last
There's
three
no
people
hot,
he
no
fought,
cold streak.
the last three people he fought, he took out. He keeping that momentum in, like I will fuck your shit up. That's how they
Hmm.
supposed to look at that, not the way they did it. And I'm very disappointed because I was actually looking forward to this, and now I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck anymore.
I will say, at least they have their fan base in the arena is hooked into it because they booed him out the building. So I'm
Yeah,
like, all right, all right. At least the people who pay money to sit in the seats, they understand what you're doing.
yeah.
Me, not so much, but let it rock. It's only been 2 weeks in.
Three. I count that cold match.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no. I'm just saying into like after 2 weeks after the action. 1 week he
Yeah,
stab like the stab, and then the 2 weeks after. This is where
yeah.
we are now. Let's see where you go.
Something I didn't really care for is MVP wrestling. So Hurt Syndicate versus Private Party and Mark Briscoe.
It was okay. I wasn't mad. It
Um,
was okay, man. I
I'm
would
just saying,
prefer.
are you going for tag titles or the trios? Because you have a tag
I
team
would
right
have preferred. Yeah, but I would have preferred MVP only wrestling like in a special circumstance.
there. Yeah.
And it was a, this wasn't like was it for number one contendership?
No, it was just a match.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. That's not special.
Yeah. MJF angers Jeff Jarrett by insulting Owen Hart.
Uh,
I
I'm of two minds of this because I like Jeff Jarrett and MJF is great, but this took too long. It was a chore
I
to sit through the whole thing.
yeah, I don't care.
Like there was a point where they could have ended it, and
Yeah,
they chose to keep going, and it was just like, oh no, there's another 5 minutes of this. Jesus, all right.
I say by the time they got to the Karen Jarrett thing, it could have ended there.
No, well,
Even
see,
before that.
he no, well, MJF had to say what he had to say, and then Jeff, here's okay. I'll give you the point where they could have been out. When Jeff said everything you said has been done and been done, and he acknowledged him. He's like, you're just me, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
And he said that right after MJF said what he said. And then Jarrett went on this whole spiel for another 5 minutes, and it's like, yeah, now you pushing even me away, Jeff.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to give you props. It's like you just got me sitting here for no reason. Like you ain't hitting them,
No.
and
There's
that didn't
no El
happen for
Kabong.
another 5 minutes. You
Uh,
know what I mean? Yeah, it just took too long.
You know how Jarrett could have just ended that promo? El Kabong. Did not say a
Yeah,
word.
like he could just says choke on this, slap nuts, and hit him with a.
There you
That's
go.
what he could.
That's
That's what
that.
he could
That
have did.
makes it shorter and makes it more straight to the point and gives you it will get the crowd right behind Jarrett.
Yep. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Christian Cage versus Hook. I don't
I was
care.
already out.
Hook won.
I'm
Samoa Joe
glad Joe's
returned.
back.
Huh?
I'm glad Pirate Joe's back.
Yeah. He had to promote that game. His face is
But
in it. All right,
yeah.
I'll say my highlight of the night. So one thing I'll say AW is doing slightly better than the main roster, the main dudes and stuff like that are the ladies. The ladies has been the better part of the shows as of late. Even they have their critiques of like how they booked and stuff, and you're talking about the same repetitive people that are still being seen fighting each other, but not using the big ass roster they have. But they have good matches, and they still kind of keep consistent with some of the story. So I give that credit. And this women's gauntlet match I actually enjoyed.
Yeah, it was. Well, I was already out, so I can't even say anything. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
But Tony Storm won, so she's number one contender, and she's fighting Mariah May in Australia.
I think it was. Part of me feels it's too fast. Part of me feels no, it's okay because she went through like 6, 7 girls already,
Yeah,
and Tony went through a whole character arc. So it's like it's not too soon.
I
It's just
was
it feels if for some reason it just feels like it's too soon for
yeah.
her to fight Tony. You know what I mean?
I will say because they haven't like played around with her character yet to go into that fight yet. I will say that's
Yeah.
where they're
Okay.
lacking.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But other than that, like it was a good
Yeah. She
match.
hasn't acknowledged her
Yeah,
existing like that. Yeah. True. True.
and Megan Bain actually showed up as well. She was the I like Megan Bain. Um, signed the wrong company. She's gonna get lost in the
We
weeds.
stand Megan Bain in this podcast, but man, she better stay out the Sonic Shuffle. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Holly Cameron gets also sprayed in the face. The disrespect.
Character development.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then we go to the main event, which is AEW World Champion Jon Moxley versus Powerhouse Hobbs. We know who was gonna win. I knew Hobbs. I would have liked them to like freaking surprise you and maybe even have him win by a way that Moxley keeps the title, but it's the same shit.
Gotcha.
So AEW, I'll go C plus because that women's match.
Okay. All right. All right.
SmackDown. SmackDown. We kick off with Rey Mysterio comes out and talks about him going to be part of the Royal Rumble, and Kevin Owens interrupts him, which leads into a fight down the road, down and later tonight.
They are playing with fire, letting that man walk around with that championship,
Yep.
acting like he did. I'm telling you, Nick Aldis needs to file file a complaint with whatever state they're in, the police department, and need to take that off of him, man. He needs to go to jail. He's a thief. Forget to him beating up his coworker. That's what they do at work. That's fine. But he's a thief. I don't. If I'm Cody Rhodes, I'm upset. I gotta go to work and worry about my stuff getting stolen. That ain't right. And then the guy walks around with it.
Yep.
This ain't high school, man. Get out of here. You're not gonna salute you with my hat. Get out of here.
Naomi, Bianca Belair versus Nia Jackson and Candice LeRae. Before the match, they had a little tension and telling her to tie her hair up because she got hit with it the last week. But
Pretty
solid
funny.
match. Belair and Naomi win.
I like it. It was a solid match. I'm not mad, and it pushed the story further.
We got Jimmy Uso versus Carmelo Hayes. Ends in a DQ because the bloodline Jacob Fatu and Tamazunga.
They ain't done. See, that's what I'm saying. Jay gotta watch his back. Jimmy out here walking around like he ain't got nothing to worry about. Sorry, Big Jim. You got two homies out there ready to beat your ass at any second. So
Piper Nevins, the secret agent. I love it.
no, she's Secret Service.
Secret Service. There you go. What else we got? We got Laura
The thing, the earpiece though.
the
She doesn't
earpiece
have the earpiece.
and the metal detector.
Oh yeah, the little that's
Yeah,
the wand.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Los Garzas versus Motor City Machine Guns. Very exciting tag match. And
Yeah, that was good.
City Machine Guns win.
It was very good.
I like
And
that they
notice,
showcase
ain't
them
nobody.
too.
Yeah, but my whole feeling during that match was it was just like damn. See, this is what happens when you give Los Garza some more time to shine, man. They out there doing the damn thing. They are a very good tag team. I say underrated.
Yeah, they getting there. They getting there. Piper Nevins versus BFAB.
Solid match. Obviously, it's more of a story match. We got the story backstage with Secret Service Piper and Chelsea trying to take over. BFAB was not having it. So
She got.
solid. I mean, it was a short match, but obviously it was 2-on-1.
Yeah.
And then they tried to kill BFAB, and then Michin came out.
Yep. With a candlestick.
Yep,
Cheating. Rey Mysterio versus Kevin Owens. Very solid match. Owens wins.
that was a good match. I think this was a pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
It was really really good. People will gloss over it when they go. It maybe wasn't match of the year, but it felt special
Yeah.
because they had time.
Yep. Also, it was they were in San Diego too, so that's why Ray was there. KO also was showing respect, and then Stone Cold stunt went and attacked Ray, and then Rhodes came down, and they broke up the fight. And then our main event is Tiffany Stratton versus Bailey. Very solid match. Roxanne Perez was there, kind of giving a stare down to Bailey, and Stratton wins.
I just feel like there was supposed to be more with that.
Me too.
It was just like, okay, she's there. She said hi. And then it's funny, the dude behind her looked more upset than she did. I'm like, yeah, you should be with a boo boo face on.
Yeah, I thought she would like attack her at least. She didn't even attack
Yeah,
her.
it was a match with no interference. It was just odd. It was a good match. It was just like, this is weird.
Yeah,
Why is Tiffy not cheating
there you go.
and not saying mean things to Bailey? Like she just switched characters already. Like, all right, all right.
Yeah. What do you give SmackDown?
I give it an A-. There's a few things that was just weird still,
Yeah,
but it's more like tiny little character things.
I'll go B plus.
So it's not a big deal for me.
Yeah, I'll go B plus. Like in the end, like I feel like they wasted the Roxanne thing. Should have been something. If you show the
Okay.
person,
I
it
agree.
should be something more.
I agree.
I did watch one match in Collision. The rest of the show, I didn't. No, actually, no. I watched the first match. I didn't really care for. But it was the Texas Death match of Hangman Page and Daniels, and Page kills him pretty much. Undisputed Kingdom versus Shane Taylor Promotions. I did watch that too. I don't care. I don't care about Undisputed Kingdom. Because now they kind of going a heel gimmick too, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Um,
When they gonna promote Shane Taylor Promotions? Like, get off of ROH. You be wrestling on Collision. Get on the main show. Come on, man.
they lose the match. They lose all the time on the main shot. That's why. Brian Cage,
Yeah.
Lance Archer versus Top Flight. Guess who won?
Oh boy.
Cage and
Top Flight.
Archer.
What?
Yeah, they got
Excuse
to
me?
win. Yay.
Well, I guess it was Top Flight, so it makes
Yeah.
sense. Jesus.
And then you had Leo Rush and Andrade come out and attack him afterwards.
I mean, actually, Andretti.
Yeah,
Not Andrade. Not
Andrade.
Andrade.
Andrade. Yeah, there you go, Andrade.
He's like, I'm out of here. I'm
The
not coming back.
Doctor Mario with the Doctor Mario jackets.
Yes, that is kind of fun.
You had Okada versus Ishii. Very short match. Okada wins.
Uh, can I just say the clips from that match was one of the most entertaining things that I've seen from AEW.
Yeah,
Of Okada with the middle finger and then Ishii grabbing the
yeah,
like you just. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to they tell me I'm not supposed to like this Okada. I love this Okada.
yeah.
Sorry.
Dustin Rhodes has a squash match. Julia Hart versus Harley Cameron was solid. Hart wins because she catches her in that submission. Death Riders and the Learning Tree versus Hobbs, rated FTR and Outrunners. It was just too much of a match. I was kind of lost in it, but rated FTR, Hobbs, and Outrunners win. And that was
As long as
Collision.
the Outrunners win, I don't care. As long
Collisions,
as
I'll
they fight.
go C. It was okay. Harley Cameron didn't
Hmm.
win, so it would be higher if she did. Bias.
Oh wait, we have we have awards we have to talk about too.
Oh yeah, Fightful.
Because you showed me that Chelsea and Harley won a tied for an award for the funniest wrestler of the year
Yeah.
for last
I
year.
think it was Frightful. Frightful. They did their awards and they sent her an award and she sent a message back. It was funny. Cardona won Independent Wrestler of the Year from Frightful again, but Ali won Pro Wrestling Illustrated's Independent Wrestler of the Year. So he broke Matt Cardona's streak.
Okay.
All right, here we go to the pay per view. TNA Genesis. I did not watch the pre show. I didn't get to watch it.
No, no, no,
But I
no.
know
I
Adonis
didn't.
showed up from NXT. He got beat by Jake something. Um, yeah, Frankie Kazarian versus Leon Slayer, and Kazarian won. Also, Ariana Grace came out and took full credit of the partnership of NXT and TNA, as she should.
I did not know that.
Yes, she
I
came
didn't. Oh,
out in
I'm
the beginning
sad.
of the show. Yeah.
Okay, I missed that.
So you see NXT stars, it's all for it's all her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We kick off the pay per view with the singles match. We have the TNA X Division Championship, Moose versus Ace Austin. Fantastic match. Ace and Moose wins.
That match was very good. Ace Austin looked like a goddamn superhero
Yeah.
out there fighting against a villain.
Yep.
Because Moose was very dominant during the match, but whenever Ace Austin came back, it looked like he was fighting for his life. So it was a very good match. I'm gonna give it a 4.25.
I'm going 4-2-5-2. I think it was one of my higher up matches there. Then we went right into the tag match. Right after that match, we had the tag team match of Eric Young and Steve Macklin. They defeat the System, Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers.
I like it, and I think it was a solid match. It wasn't the best, but I love how it started, and also just how the crowd was into it, and the fuck the system chants, and
Yeah.
they're like they have a hit on their hands with the system being bad guys.
Yeah.
So it was
One
very
thing I
good.
will say, and this is something that
The
I
match
like.
the match I give 3.75.
375. I go
Sorry.
375. I like the roster cut clothesline that Myers does. When he catches it good, that move looks sick.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my favorite finishes in TNA. But yeah, I go 375. Uh, yeah, the tag team knockouts, World Tag Team Championships. Yeah, Spitfire, Jody Treat, and Danny Luna versus Ash by Elegance and Heather by Elegance. They've been fighting for this title for quite some time. I
And
think
they
they
keep losing.
and they keep losing. There gotta be a day that they get it. One day.
Maybe. Maybe.
Um, Match was
Solid match.
okay.
I actually liked it because I like the Cowboys thing. I like the I think not to poo-poo anybody else, but the intro by the guy, the concierge, was actually really good to that match.
Yeah,
It was actually solid because I have not seen all of the Elegance tag matches, but this one was good because they were on point. They have tag moves and everything,
yeah, it was good. It was
so
good.
it was solid. This one I'll give 3.75 also.
I'll go 3-5. It was good. It was fun. Next match, singles match. We have Tessa Blanchard versus Jordan Grace.
And this is the one that, but I guess besides the I Quit match was like the headline. I'm sure that the championship match is what people is the main event, right?
Yeah,
But this one had the most buzz, straight up.
yeah,
Blanchard and Jordan Grace. So like I think it delivered. That crowd was on its best slash worst behavior. I love it.
yeah.
They was not taking no crap. They was calling her racist. They was calling
They called her everything.
F. They was fuck you, Tessa. It was good, good. Cause not just whatever happened with her and the coworkers. Hopefully they sorted that out. But good that she's getting reactions because you don't want money out there. Crickets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you got a clear and definitive bad guy and a clear and definitive good guy, and it was a very, very good match. I would have given it a 5 if it were not for that really, really over the top, like trying to cheat blatantly in front of the ref, and the ref just like, hey, cut it out. Hey, I saw you do this twice already. You did it 3 times and won the match.
One more
using
time
the
though.
turnbuckle. So it's just I have to give it a 4 or 5 because they made the ref look dumb.
Yeah, I'll agree with
They
that.
made it
Like
look
I feel
dumb.
like that brought down the match a little bit. But their chemistry was not nothing bad about. They worked really good together. It's funny having you're a racist being chanted in Texas like for everything Texas. But it's insane like the reactions and stuff like that. Again, there's a lot of stories behind it. I know Chelsea Green was one of them that she was always calling her a bully and shit. So there's a lot of like different mixed things. But if the people are willing to work with her and stuff like that, I guess that's gonna go.
I'll put it this way: if WWE said we're gonna have
Yeah,
a multi-year partnership, and this lady is a face of your company, and they didn't bat an eye, it is what it is. They
yeah,
made it work.
yeah. I
So
got it. Good match of 4.5. Next match, Matt Santana defeats Josh Alexander, and I quit match.
this was, I think I'm gonna give this a 5. This was violent. This was personal. It had a lot of story to it. It was just a great match, a
Yep,
great one of these, like an I Quit match. Might be one of the best I Quit matches I've seen in recent history.
that was
Very
good,
good.
very good. Remind me of
Maybe one of
Kingston.
Mike
Yeah,
Santana's best matches. Very.
I agree with that too. It reminded me of Brian and Kingston in AEW.
I get it. I get it.
But yeah, it was really good, and I liked the end of the match too. It even had story towards the end as well. So, and it even had story even beyond that because Eric Young had words with Josh Alexander after the match. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I'll go 5. It was that good of a match. We have the tag team championship match. We have the Hardy Boys versus the Hardys versus the Radicals, and we had Fexium outside the ring.
A solid tag match. And then a nice surprise added on top of it.
Oh, their pop was
Um,
insane too.
of course. But so was the Hart.
Yeah. Well, they're the Hardys though.
and
They
and Matt will tell you that every time. So
yeah
and good on him. Um, don't let people forget. They're always talking trash.
yeah
Um, but no, it was a solid match, and everything around it was actually really, really good. Again, just good to see it. Like
yeah.
I'm just saying, like it's super solid, and I still don't understand how they dropped the bag with these boys when they were in a different company. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Jeff is looking great out here. What was y'all doing to Jeff that he was all sad and messed up before?
And
See what
now
I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
he's in a good space now.
He's in a good space, man. This is what we need. So this one I'm gonna give a 4.25.
I'll go for it. I'll go
I
for
might I might push it up because of Fraxy. I'm just saying.
yeah. I'll go 4 or 5. The crowd was really into the match like overall. So
Yeah, yeah.
and shout outs to TNA this week is you're gonna see Fexium versus the Radicals for the NXT Tag Championships.
Nice, nice.
So the first partnership, and that's the one thing I would believe more into the. This is one thing I would believe more into the partnership if one of their roster wins a title from the other roster. That's when I
Yeah,
start really
yeah.
believing it.
This is true.
Shouldn't
This
be
is true.
Fexium though, because I love them as tag champions. But
I wouldn't mind if it was a back and forth,
I wouldn't mind it either.
or like a ended up being like a three-way situation with the Hardys. Because I mean, hey, if they win this match, what if they fight the Hardys?
Yeah,
Championship versus championship, and they lose, and the Hardys are the NXT champions. I'm like,
yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
take it just to have that as a thing in the books.
There's only like another tag team that could do that, and that's New Day. They won the
Ooh,
NXT
true.
championship.
They won it. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Ooh,
saw what Kofi.
you imagine, wait. You just said something. You imagine a New Day sneak, that they sneak back into to NXT and take those championships and they go fight the Hardys
I'm down with that.
just to be assholes?
Yeah,
Oh, that would be so good.
remember when we gave you your spot back in WrestleMania? It was our idea,
Mm, mm.
and you did not say thank you.
I'm just
Kind of
saying,
like what
wait a
Kofi
second.
did. He
Wait a
posted
second.
on Twitter about Leia Valkyrie. He's like, I gave her words of advice, and then she won the match, and she didn't even thank me at all. So
Damn.
I should have said it. I should have said my advice to Dakota Kai instead.
Mm. Next time you should charge for it. Big money. Just
See.
saying.
So I'll be over. That would be fucking fantastic. Um, but next match you had the Clockwork Orange match. Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. That was a long ass title. Knockouts World Championship. Masha Slamovich versus Rosemary, and Slamovich wins, and Cora Jade comes out right after.
Once again, everything worked in favor of the match. I did see what you were saying. I had almost hit the out the table, but thankfully she is so short.
Yeah,
She's
I
tiny.
think
She
her
had been
head.
just a little bit
Yeah,
taller.
I think her head did hit. It just I don't think her neck like went sideways. I think she just fully hit it, which kind of saves her in a way. Cause that looked mean as shit.
I mean,
But I'm
regardless,
glad
that's
she's
not
okay.
that ain't fun.
Yeah, good match though. I'll go four. It was
So
exciting, and
I
Rosemary to
give it
be
a
in that
4.25.
spot was good.
I give it 4.25 because it's got stuff going on, and then you got the match was solid. The match was violent. Rosemary looked good, a credible challenger, and it was her match. And then you had Corey at the end, so I give it a 4.25.
4-5. And our main event is the TNA World Championship. We have Joe Hendry defeats Nick Nemeth for the world title.
Uh, I won't say too little, too late because at least for the fans, they were there for him. So it's to show that they didn't wait too long. They waited too long for me, but I think it was the right time to pull the trigger. So we start the new year, new champ. Um, it was a good match. And
Yeah,
I think the interference went in the right direction this time. It was less clunky and confusing than the last time it happened. I
yeah,
liked it because Aaron came out and got clothesline on his boots, and the brother got thrown out, came back with a front row ticket to try to cause shenanigans, and he gets laid out later on. It was like a lot of the stuff. I feel like
yeah.
Nemeth had something to do with it. Like the WWE guys, I feel like they kind of spearheaded that, so to speak, because it went off way better this time.
Yep.
So everything all told, I'm gonna give it a 4.25.
I'll go four.
Extra 2.5 is for my boy injury winning the match. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with four. I'll stick with four. I enjoyed the match. I felt like it was a little like I don't know. I just didn't feel it so strongly. But like what you said about the interference, at least it made sense and it worked the way it needed to work. Um, Overall pay per view, I stayed with the four. It was a solid pay per view.
I give it. I guess I give B minus.
Yeah,
So that's what 4.75.
yeah,
I mean 3.75. Not bad.
yeah, not bad. All right, podcast we listened to talking about the Hardy Boys. They were both on CCV. Very good stuff.
Yes sir. Yes sir. Check out the R Truth one. Check out wasn't there another one that was teased?
Um,
It was R Truth and there was one more that he teased. It was
Next week he
it
has
was
Jordan
on
Grace.
Jordan's the
Yeah,
next one.
yeah, he has
Yeah,
Jordan Grace
Jordan's the
next.
next one.
Um,
Gotcha. Oh
Ken,
yeah, what's gonna call it? We didn't talk about it. We he had uh I hate this. I'm forgetting her name. Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix. That's the old one.
Oh, it was a old. Oh, he put up a clip. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's
I
the
get it.
old one.
I got you. I got you.
He had Seth Rollins the week before and Sheamus as well. That was actually really good as well. No Contest podcast, the one with Ice Cube's son. He had Obafemi on.
Oh, okay.
That's where he said he wanted to slap the Rock.
Yeah, he's been saying that a lot. He said on Busted Open.
Yep,
I mean, he needs to say it on the show.
he's making it
Tell Rock
clear.
come back.
I'll slap you.
Tell Ava
Also,
go in
check
the
out
office.
Bully Ray and Ethan Page on Busted Open. That was
Oh,
actually a
that was
good
good.
interview too.
I heard that. I didn't see the video one. There's a video to it, which I heard is funny.
Yeah, I watched the video
Like
version.
so you can see when he asked Ethan Page the question about getting slapped on the butt by a grown man.
Yeah, he was like, "Let me slap you." That was
Pretty
good.
funny.
Good stuff. All right, and is there anything else? I'll tell you right now. Nope. Anything else? Nope. Not at all. That's all I listened to. All right.
Shout outs
Next.
to Not Sam. Shout outs to Major Figure, right? Major
Oh
Wrestling
yes,
Figure Podcast.
always yes.
Yep.
Yeah, those are good as well. Yeah, they talked about a lot of stuff coming out too. So, and then we go to our wrestling retrospect, and it's your pick. Who you
Oh,
pick?
wait, before we go to this, we gotta talk about the ringside that figure they debuted. It was HBK in the all white
Oh, cool.
with the big brim hat. What was that from? That
Mania.
wasn't the match versus God, was it?
No, that
That
was
was a different
Taker.
match.
The second match with Taker.
That was the white versus the good versus evil
Yeah,
and versus Taker, I guess. Or
yeah,
Heaven versus Hell.
yeah,
I'm just saying they're already halfway there.
yeah,
I need a HBK versus God. I need it.
yeah,
I need HBK versus God. Or was it with Vince?
yeah. It was Vince. Yeah,
Vince versus God.
it was Vince versus God.
HBK with God versus.
It was a
It was
spotlight.
HBK with God.
It was a
With God
spotlight
versus
versus him.
Vince. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I saw
So,
I
okay.
saw reviews of that the last Bray Wyatt figure, the Ultimate figure. It looks really dope with the what was
Okay.
the Mountain Dew one, the with the glow
Oh,
paint
from
and
the
shit.
LA Knight match?
Yeah, that was actually looks pretty dope. Looks pretty dope. They did show a lot of stuff on Ringside that's coming out. They showed it like last week. I think they had like a little thing. So there's a lot of stuff there. So if you check it out. They showed a lot of pops too. They showed a late night pop, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, so there was a lady that got one too. A girl that doesn't have one. Like there's a few wrestlers that start now that get pops that don't have one. That's cool.
I think Liv gets
Take
a
that,
heel
get that
version.
pop money.
I think Liv has a heel
Get that
version.
pop money. That's what I'm saying.
And
That's what it was.
yeah,
Okay,
there's
okay.
a Liv heel, like the all black. Yeah, that was WrestleMania, the WrestleMania versus Taker, Heaven versus Hell.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Let's see, this one, the pop Funko Pop. I'll tell you right now. Where is it? They showcased a bunch of shit this week,
Mm-hmm.
but check out Ringside Collectibles. They have a whole list of stuff coming out. But yeah, they saw the last match Cena kind of shit. They also showed as well.
I might get that shirt. It was still regular price.
Yeah,
The last Cena shirt?
yeah.
Well, it said the final tour or whatever
I
on
just
it.
don't like the door.
I mean, I don't care about the shirt. I don't care about how it looks. I'm never gonna wear it.
Yeah,
But like that's the last. It says on it, final Cena or whatever. I'm like,
this
okay.
final tour. I think they'll still make Cena shirts. He's just not gonna wear them. Oh, Io
That
Shirai.
yeah, that I know down.
Io Shirai pop.
Well, she was the
Yeah.
other one. Does she have one or does she not
No,
have
this is
one?
her first.
There you go. Get
Io
that pop
Shirai
money, EO.
and Walter and Gunther. Walter.
Oh yeah, Gunther's the other one I saw. Yeah, Gunther.
And it's
Gunther
Shawn
doesn't have a pop
Michaels
either.
super kicking, and then X Pac. X Pac actually looks good.
Xbox doesn't have one either.
No,
Okay,
he was actually very
okay.
excited for the pop because she
No, good for
responded
him.
to it.
Yeah, good for him.
I'm just saying the chase should be her with the garbage can over her
Yes,
head.
the little garbage can.
I was so good. She has just her feet in the garbage can over her head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And now we go
They need to
to
make a Chelsea pop with a dumpster. That's all I'm
that'd be
saying.
dope too. We'll see. We'll see. All right.
Oh my God, that's a perfect two. That's a perfect two pack. Michin and Chelsea with the dumpster. Come
Yeah.
on, they gotta make that.
Last but not least, we have a wrestling retrospect, and is your pick. Who do you have?
Hmm. We have been in Mexico, going on a tour. I don't want to change it up so quick. So, you know what? It has me inspired. Did we do uh any Penta? And if we did Penta, did we do Phoenix?
We did Phoenix. We didn't do Penta.
So I'm picking Penta.
Okay. We did do Phoenix.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, no, we did not do Phoenix either.
We didn't do Phoenix either?
No,
All right. I won't pick them as a tag team. I'll just pick Penta.
Penta. All right, Penta will be the next. Bitch.
And you know I'm picking one of those matches where he fights what were they called? The triad or whatever from Lucha Underground. He fights either Kyrie or
Oh yeah, yeah, the Black Lotus. Look at the
Black
Gauntlet
Lotus.
match.
That's what they were called.
Look at the Gauntlet match.
That's what they were called.
Right, he fought all of them. He fought Kyrie. He fought Io,
You fought them
Kyrie.
at the same time?
Yeah, he fought them in the Gauntlet match.
That I didn't see. I just saw the singles matches. Okay.
Yeah, and then when they first came in, they fucking destroyed him. They did like
See,
those
that one I didn't see. I
torpedo. They
just
did
saw.
those torpedo drop kicks to him in the corner and shit.
Didn't he fight Chelsea also?
He fought Chelsea as well.
Cause she would. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Chelsea actually
okay.
credits him. Chelsea actually credits him for her TNA contract
Okay,
because that was the
good
match
stuff.
that they signed her on was off of that Penta match because they thought like she couldn't like they had doubts for her and then they saw that match and they lined up signing her. She actually says it that Penta helped her really like develop her style in the ring because he was one
Okay,
of the dudes
good
that was
stuff.
like
Good stuff.
willing to fight anybody. He didn't care. He took care of a
Hmm.
lot of the people there.
There has to be an interaction between him and EO and Kyrie and her. They have to see him in the
They
hallway.
just had to like look at each other and just like,
Yeah,
do
that's
I
it.
know you?
That's it. Just stare at each other. It's just
Just
like,
have that moment. Do I know you? But yeah, Penta has a lot of stuff because he also have his Lucha Underground, AEW, All In versus Omega is fantastic. Um, I
yeah,
wish they used him like that. Brian Cage versus him for the in Impact Wrestling. You had his Impact World Championship win off of Sammy Callahan.
okay,
He was
okay.
yeah, he won the title, and then he lost it to Austin Aries, I think.
You said Austin Aries?
He lost the title to Austin Aries.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
I
Penta
got you.
will be our wrestling retrospect. Perfect timing for his debut. All right, we wrap this
Hmm.
up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Thank you for listening. Follow us on all social medias: Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, TikTok, and Twitch. All Market the Mic, and also follow Wrestling Link.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Recyclone Inc. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, and we got a WordPress. So check it out.
Yep, yep. Peace out.